Beautiful women are hated by women and lusted after by men. Women who are physically attractive are hated by other women who are jealous of them and lusted after by men until the men's advances are rejected, and then they're also hated on by men. So sadly, there is a very real curse that most women endure when they are beautiful. Many women get dirty looks by other jealous, insecure women in public, at the workplace, church, the gym, grocery store, and can feel the hatred for them for no reason. They feel ostracized, lied about, and gossiped. These beautiful women are especially hated if they have a godly heart, as the demons and others cannot stand them and they want them to be destroyed. Lucifer used to be beautiful as the leader of worship in heaven, but was jealous of God. So he was kicked out of heaven, and of course he's evil, and he leads other demons to come against those who desire to be godly. So those influenced by those demons especially hate beautiful women who love God. In 2 Samuel 13, David's son, Amnon, lusted after his beautiful half-sister, Tamar, and ultimately he raped her. Then he hated her and sent her away, desolate and disgraced, for the rest of her life. Abraham was afraid that his beautiful wife Sarah could cause him to be killed by kings who found her beautiful when they traveled through their territories, so said that she was his sister. He was like half right because she was actually his half-sister. But God ultimately warned the kings not to touch her, and they continued on in their travels. Joseph was born to Jacob and Rachel. Remember, he had to marry Leah first, who he was not attracted to, and then he had to work for 7 years. Then he married Rachel, who it says was, very beautiful. And Joseph's half-brothers, who were born through Leah, who the Bible said was not as beautiful. So Leah's 6 sons hated him as they were jealous. They plotted to kill him, ultimately sold him to be a slave. So many women who are not in shape are afraid to eat healthier and work out because the extra weight on their bodies protects them from being attractive to lustful men and hated on by women. If they get in shape, they fear that they'll have more women be jealous of them and more men lust after them. So it's like a protective mechanism. So how does a beautiful woman handle the hatred, the jealousy, and the rejection? By understanding that people who are healed and delivered from demons will accept and treat them as they should. But 95% of people have never been healed from childhood wounds and are affected by demons, so sadly cannot be expected to be treated as they should. So we need to forgive them, which doesn't mean that you keep a close relationship with them, or you may have to block them, in fact. And then receive your love, and your acceptance, and approval from Jesus. God, of course, looks upon our hearts and loves us no matter what we look like in the physical.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is your girl CY. I've been talking about this over and over in this channel, and at last there's somebody who validates whatever I've been saying about pretty privilege. That we're talking about pretty privilege the godly way. I think it is much worse when it is the godly way, because first of all, number one, when you come to Christ, God gives you beauty. People do not understand that. There's a glow about you. There's something that changes on your physical appearance when you just accept Christ, when Christ is living in you. So this glow will take the beauty that you already have to 1,000 level. So if you're already pretty, now your beauty is going to be extreme. Now there's a radiance about you. And plus, remember, God has been working on you in the inside. So definitely the beauty that is in the inside is going to come on the outside too. So this is beauty plus 2,000 points. And then remember, let's say you're just a triple threat, like you're beautiful, you're smart, and you're highly talented, like you have talent, and basically you're just somebody that is just, plus personality, like you're on top, and then you're kind, so you have all these beautiful qualities about you plus the physical beauty. So definitely it's going to get plus 3,000 like points up. So like the hate is even amplified, especially when you're in circles that you are perceived to be better than, you see. So these things happen mostly in the church spaces. Like I wanted to speak about it in the Christian space because the video that started up was actually a Christian video. So this mostly happens in the Christian space, and I have gone through it in the Christian space where I have been told to tone down my femininity and tone down my looks, but basically these are God-given looks, and how am I going to turn them down, like how am I how please just explain. And when I tried to ask for an explanation, it wasn't given to me. And another thing that also happens is when you are in the Christian space and you are somebody that likes to take care of yourself. Remember, everybody's not delivered actually in the Christian space, yeah? So many people have their demons, just as the guy said. So when you are in such spaces, many people tend to see that since you take care of yourself, you must be having a Jezebel spirit. Since you're doing makeup, then Jezebel must be the ruling principality over your life. But that's not the case. In all actuality, you are actually delivered. In all actuality, you're just a girl who likes to take care of themselves. But it is mostly pushed on that agenda that, oh, most likely you're a Jezebel, most likely you're going to steal our men. And most of the women in that space, they feel like you have the potential to take their husbands away, but that's really far from your hand. Because why? I'm going to church, I'm going to worship God. What does your man have to do with me? What does your man have to do with me dressing? Like, why are you insecure and stuff like that? And I was reading the Bible the other day, and I came across a story in the book of Daniel talking about Susanna. Susanna had a husband called Joachim. Now, Susanna was extremely beautiful in the Bible. That two judges had a crush on her simultaneously. And these judges knew that Susanna is definitely married and the husband is rich. So there's no way Susanna is going to give them the time of day. So these judges used to sneak during lunch times and stuff like that to just look at Susanna passing by. They just admire her beauty. They just want to chill and just bask in her beauty, basically. And now these judges, one day they're going for lunch. So one judge says, I'm going for lunch, and the other said they're going for lunch too, but they didn't end up going for lunch. They ended up peeping around the garden where Susanna was. So Susanna was taking a bath. So she was with her with her servants, maids or whatever. And so Susanna told them, lock the door and then you guys can go. So Susanna was just chilling, and these judges came from the bush, I don't know, something like that. I don't even understand the setting of that garden, but they just came out of the bush jumping and told her that she should sleep with them. And Susanna was like, definitely, you all know I'm married to Joachim, so how are you expecting me to sleep with you guys? And these guys were telling her, you either sleep with us or we are going to put a case on you, like that you're sleeping with a younger boy, that you're committing adultery with a younger guy. So Susanna was like, oh, I'm not here for this. You guys do your worst. You can do anything you want. You can put all the allegations on me. I don't care, because I am not sleeping with y'all. Like, be for real, guys. Be for real. And then now the following day, Susanna is charged in court. Now, Susanna is charged with the accusation that she has committed adultery with a younger guy. And now, this guy's now the whole family, even Joachim, is in court, plus Susanna's whole entire family, blah blah blah. They're in court. And then the two judges say, we found Susanna guilty of committing adultery, and now the sentence is that we are going to, I don't know, cut her into half or stuff like that, Daniel now comes in and rescues Susanna. And actually, they had passed the verdict that they're going to kill Susanna. And Susanna was like praying to, oh God, you're God of the innocent. Like, you know definitely that I'm innocent of this. I did not do this crime. Do something and help me out. And God rescued Susanna by sending Daniel. So Daniel asked the judges, like, which kind of judgment is this? Let me have let me have one of you each separately and ask questions. So Daniel asked the first judge, like, okay, you're giving these allegations that this woman has slept with this young man. Which tree were you under when you were watching this? Then the first judge, because they said they were together, so the first judge said, it was under a small gum tree. Then the other judge comes in and said it was under. So that confusion alone made Daniel give them a sentence that whatever that you had planned for Susanna to go through, you're the one who's going through, you're the one who's going to go through that same sentence. So they were sentenced to death, and Susanna was finally free. And when I was reading the Bible, I was like, what? So Susanna went all through this because she was beautiful. There was no any other thing. It is just because she was beautiful and just because she didn't want to sleep with those guys, she went through this. So I mean, it's in the Bible. These things, we're not making them up, because many people usually want to invalidate our experiences when we tell them there are downsides of this pretty privilege. And it's not that we're not happy that we have this privilege to an extent. We are happy, but we just want to say that our experiences should not be invalidated because they're everywhere around the world. Like, follow, subscribe, and share.